The sun finally arrived in Taunton and Somerset made the most of it by moving to the top of the South Group of the T20 with a handsome 7-wicket win over Glamorgan with 26 balls to spare. Alvaro Peterson won the toss and batted in perfect conditions, and the meaty Mark Cosgrove was soon off and running. Well, off. But to the delivery after he'd hit that 4, the Aussie threw the kitchen sink at a ball from Peter Trigo and edged behind. It was not a good start by Glamorgan because Jim Allenby took on a suicidal single and was rightly sent back by his captain, only to be run out by Marcus Trescothick. The Welshman had slumped to 10 for 2, but Peterson looked in prime form, here thumping Trigo for a big 6. He and Gareth Rees knew that to have any chance at Taunton, you do need to post a sizable score, and so both batsmen continued to play their shots. After all, they had no other option, really. Peterson had raced to 35 off 15 balls, but was then bowled to his 16th as he missed an attempted cut shot off Murali Kartik. And when Mark Wallace was bowled by a beautiful googly from Max Waller, the Dragons were losing their way on 61 for 4 at the start of the 8th over. That became 84 for 5 at the end of the 12th, when Rees, having made a runner ball 22, reverse slapped Waller to Murali Kartik as the leggy impressed with figures of 2 for 20 from his 4 overs. Somerset made only one real error when Chris Cook was put down early off Lewis Gregory. And that allowed the visitors to recover with a decent enough partnership of 36 in 24 balls between Cook and Graham Wagg. They needed a strong finish though, otherwise they were going to be woefully short of setting a challenging total. So they could have done without losing Wagg, caught in the deep by James Hildreth off Kartik, with that total on 120 for 6, with just 4 overs left. Only 3 sixes were hit in the innings, including this one from Cook off Kieron Pollard. But Pollard reacted well by having Robert Croft caught at mid-off by Trigo at 139 for 7. There were only 15 balls left when Dean Koska came to the crease, but he played a brilliant cameo, punishing Gregory in the penultimate over of the innings. The tail-ender hit him to the fence for 4 balls in succession, as Glamorgan at least did finish their innings strongly. Cook fell in the final over, mistiming his shot off a Pollard full bunger, back to the bowler to go for 47, as the Welshman finished on a respectable 166 for 8 from their 20 overs. But that immediately looked way too small as Trigo came down the wicket and drove Croft over his head for a 6, and that was the first ball of the reply. Trigo dominated an opening partnership of 28 made in the first 3 overs as he moved on to 20 from 15 balls. But he then dragged Wagg back onto his stumps to give Glamorgan a sniff. Trescothick has of course been outstanding in this season's T20, and he came into this match with an average in the 90s, having totalled in excess of 300 runs. This was his 15th 6 so far. He hit Alex Jones for 4, 6, 4 and 4 as 20 were made from this over as the home side looked to make light work of their target. Trescothick would have enjoyed taking on his 2005 Ashes mate Simon Jones too. He won that battle as well. He is in such amazing form right now that he seems to be able to score off anything with any kind of shot. Some powerful, some like this one, delicate. In 7 T20 innings this summer, he's now passed 50 4 times. Another easy 6 off Koska took him to this one off only 24 balls. It was another batting masterclass. The big surprise was that he was out. He struck 58 off 28 when he was yorked by Allenby, but Somerset already had 100 runs on the board in only 9 overs. They've also unearthed another very promising youngster in Craig Mershady, who came to the party in this innings. He kept up the momentum with successive 6s off Koska. And he also showed a deftness of touch with this shot off Simon Jones as Somerset were racing towards their target. An easy 57-run partnership with Hildreth helped them do that. It was all a bit too comfortable, but the spectators, who've been shorn of T20 cricket because of the weather, were absolutely loving it. 19-year-old Mershady gave no respect to Croft, who he hit for his 3rd 6, and he added a 4th in the same over to get to his maiden T20 50 from only 26 deliveries, an innings also including 3 4s. With only 9 runs needed, he was caught on the ropes by Cook off Simon Jones for 53, but Joss Butler finished things off with a 6 as Somerset romped home in the 15th over by 7 wickets to go to the top of the South Group. On the day that their domestic T20 record of 250 was beaten by rivals Gloucestershire, Somerset will have been thrilled with their win. Those rivals now meet in what could be a classic in Bristol on Friday.